Red sure did turn out pretty cool though. Not the greatest job, but hell, it's a race truck. Frame came out better than anything. I didn't polish nothing. Fingerprints are all over yet. Like my fuel tanks. Being a semi, you know, those little race tanks usually stick out the front, you know, for gassers and shit. Got one on both sides. Matching, like fuel tanks for semi. That's some Bandit race truck too. Oh my gosh, I could see my damn red. What the hell? Oh my gosh. I'll have to go back and touch that up. Good Lord. Shit you don't see close up. My eyes are getting so bad. I didn't do the plug wires. My hands are getting so bad, they shake so bad, and my eyes are getting bad. I'm like, I can't do all that little detail stuff like I used to. So those wheels are actually from the Little Red Wagon model kit. My doors actually operate. The driver's side, I had to funk it around a little bit, move it out because that damn seat's so wide. Hit the inside door panel once I glued it on. Hit the gas pedal there from the Little Red Wagon too. The roll bar was from the Little Red Wagon. Had to customize a little bit. It was hard to get that dashboard and that steering wheel and all that in there. Whew, that was a struggle. It sure was a struggle. Let's see how it sticks out a little bit here. But you had to do that, always the door wouldn't close. I'll take it outside in the sunlight or something. Get it all polished up nice. It'd be cool once I get her done with the transport truck, I think. Well, okay, well, here I am. Stupid me, right? I got this thing together. The thing in front. I cut the angles. I cut those off the bottom. So I can angle it back to the straight up. Angle it back so I match the angle of the cab, right? Line these up to the back, and underneath here, this straight line. Yeah, mark the line and cut it. Now when I put it together to put it on here, didn't really quite realize that this here isn't horizontal. That an angle. So now when I put that on there, which I don't know, I got cut a notch or something in here because it was all different too. It goes back further. It's supposed to be like that. Now it's gonna sit out front. Unless I cut these tabs off, it will sit on the frame. Cut those off there and then glue it underneath here. I think I'm gonna do because it'd probably be easier than cut notches into this and move it back. Anyways, See, as far as it goes back, that's kind of stupid looking. So I'm just going to end up cutting those tabs off. That's okay height. Had to cut a little off the top of this because it takes up at an angle. It cuts off a little space. This is what I'd cut off the top. But because this is at a little angle, of course it angles that way a little bit. So now it's not matching the cab anyways. Sure is hard to do this with one hand. But as you can kind of see what I'm trying to talk about. Like I said, I wanted it to match that angle, right? But the bed angles back, so now it's like that. But yeah, it's close enough. Hell with it. Hell, sure ain't gonna do anything about it now. I'm not gonna take it apart and recut anything, so. Oh well. So anyways, I was thinking of using these little short frame members here, the frame members, like I said. Those are left over from the other frame members from the race truck. I was doing that naked model, the Kenworth. Nothing. And I thought it'd be long enough, but pretty sure they have to extend almost out to here in order to hold up the back of the flatbed. It's for the transporter for red here. So I got these left over also. They got cut off in the back from one of the rear suspensions for that low school back that I did that cab over. So these weren't going to be quite long enough because I got to go up at least until here. So, because I can't really attach them to the back of here. It's neck down like that. So I'm going to have to cut it somewhere around in here and attach them. So I'm going to have to cut these, use these and cut them right about here somewhere. And then cut this right about here somewhere and attach this one to that. Where the cab sits up in here. This is the rear of the cab mount here. So I guess it'll cut the frame here and then I'll cut this frame here. Then this will come back and support the back of here. And then I'm using this suspension. Go up on here. Another thing I noticed, you got to watch out for when you do stuff like this. See the center line of the axle here. These Hendrickson suspensions, I say, the rear axle here normally sits at an angle, doesn't go straight up and down. Like it doesn't go straight, it kind of goes at an angle. And it puts a little force on that tracking bar. This one usually is straight up and down. And this one here, like I said, is angled back, which gives it a little wider wheelbase, per se. So when I put this on the frame, I gotta keep track that this is going to be centered. So I measured it up, or lined it up, I should say. Measure nothing. That's hard to do with one hand. Anyways, lined it up. See the dead center of the circle. And in the center line of that one, you could see how it's not lined up with the center. So if it goes straight up and down, it wouldn't be centered with the wheel opening. So So you got to angle it back like they usually do, and it would be centered. So I'm going to probably leave this not glued until I'm pretty much done with putting the bed on. I'm going to line it up and glue it in. So I have it just right with the wheels on and stuff. Hoping I'll get it right. Unless I make a little jig, so I get the axles lined up the exact right distance. So, all right. I don't have a thing to hold my phone, but I was gonna show how I cut those with my little saw here and doohickey. I never really showed anybody how I exactly do it, the operation of it. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm just even hold my phone somehow with something, because I don't have a little stand. I had one with the camper, but I didn't bring it with me. So maybe I'd figure something out here to hold it. But, all right, next video coming up, clip or something soon.